Some startups go up, others go down. Welcome to GeekWire's Elevator Pitch, where 3 entrepreneurs pitch their businesses in the 42 seconds it takes to get to the top of Seattle's iconic Space Needle. Over the course of 9 episodes, we'll narrow the field from 27 entrepreneurs to 1 winner. In this episode of Elevator Pitch, presented by Smartsheet, we'll hear from 3 startup founders as they pitch their emerging businesses to our panel of leading investors and entrepreneurs. Let's meet our judges. T.A. McCann, a serial software entrepreneur and professional sailor who sold his last company to Google and counts Rival IQ and more than a half dozen other startups to his name. Richard Tate, the motorcycle-riding Scotsman and mastermind behind the hit board game Cranium, who now stirs up new ideas inside Starbucks. Heather Redmond, power broker and former Getty Images executive who cuts deals as managing director of venture capital firm Flying Fish Partners. The clock is ticking. Jump on board and ride with us on the elevator pitch and find out which entrepreneur has what it takes to make it to the top.
Hi, I'm Alex Guirguis, co-founder and CEO of Off the Record. We're a team of 5 people helping America's 200 million drivers fight their traffic tickets. Welcome to the Space Needle. Off the Record is an app that lets anybody fight a traffic ticket right from their phone. When you get a ticket, the fine might only be a couple $100, but your car insurance is going to get jacked up, and that'll cost you well over $1,000. Instead, you should fight the ticket. We fight more tickets than anybody else, and we have a 97% success rate in keeping them off your record so that you're not affected in any way. And if we're not successful, you get a full refund. So you literally have nothing to lose. Our website is offtherecord.com. And if you don't have a ticket, tell a friend who does. They'll love you for it.
Why'd you start a company?
So a bunch of friends went down to Crater Lake in Oregon. On the way back up, every car got a ticket. We looked for an app that does just what Off the Record does, but it didn't exist.
How does it work?
When you come in with a ticket, we match you to the attorney who's most likely to win your case. So we keep data on which attorneys are successful under which circumstances and in which courts. On average, you pay $250 to fight your ticket. We charge the attorney a flat fee for every time we send them a paying client.
In terms of how the transaction works, particularly with the full refund opportunity, just walk us through one transaction where you're successful in fighting the ticket or a transaction where you're not. How does the money flow?
So in either case, you download our app or you go to the website, you take a photo of your ticket, you answer a couple questions, and you pay your $250. In the happy case, the attorney goes to court, they're able to get your ticket dismissed. You know, that's it. There's nothing else left to do.
And who gets of the $250? You guys keep what, and the attorney gets what?
So it varies by state and county, it varies by market, but on average we keep about 35%. In the case where we're not successful, same thing, you would come in, you would pay your $250 up front, we would charge the attorney our fee, the attorney goes to court, the case is lost, the user gets the full $250 back, the attorney refunds the legal fee, and we refund the attorney the marketing fee.
But if you have any business that has a 97% success rate and your growth is 15% per month, what's carbureting the growth? How do you go faster?
Because we have a marketplace, we kind of have a chicken and egg problem. So we need to bring on more attorneys so that they can service more of the requests that are coming in. We already get hundreds of organic requests that we can't service. But those requests are not in any specific location. They're literally from all over the country. So on the one hand, we need to expand our network of attorneys. Right now we work with about 300 attorneys, but we need to get that up to 1,000. Once we have these attorneys, in order to keep them motivated and on the platform, we have to bring them more business.
Thank you. Great pitch.
Thank you guys.
Well, the thing that I'm interested in is to get from 300 to 1,000 lawyers. If you think that is steady state, no, that's a huge increase.
Well, and it might make sense to just hire lawyers to do this. I mean, have them on staff and just sort of say, let's just run this like a machine. Let's be H&R Block for speeding tickets.
I am going to sign up.
You should totally. And I'm going to keep driving the speed limit.
Yeah. You got a customer. That's a win.
Hi, my name is Samir Manjure, co-founder and CEO of KenSci. KenSci is a risk prediction platform for healthcare. We are at 52 employees.
Welcome to the Space Needle.
Imagine if a hospital system can predict who is going to get sick and how sick are they going to get. If you can predict, then you can potentially prevent. And not only that, but you can make better outcomes happen and reduce cost. KenSci is a risk prediction platform that ingests various kinds of healthcare data and predicts for clinical, financial, and operational risk. These insights are available as a system of intelligence back to the physicians and nurses as part of the care continuum. At KenSci, our goal is to improve outcomes and reduce cost. Our team of doctors and data scientists is hard at work to make that happen and fight death with data science.
Can you tell us about your traction so far?
First year was building the product in 2016. At the end of 2016, we raised Series A, 8.5 million with Ignition. And the first year of operations, we ended commercially at 4.7 million gap. In terms of customers, we are working with 15 enterprise customers. We have about 100 in our pipeline right now in various stages.
How do you measure success? Like, what are the key performance indicators that you use?
We are still 2 years in making, so we keep it very simple. There is a product indicator, which is how are we competing with the folks in the industry right now. This is a very hot space. There we have been already being benchmarked against 10 plus years of experienced competitors like Health Catalyst, IBM, Watson, and we have won against them. IDC has rated us among the top vendors in 3 categories in healthcare.
With your customers, if you were to go away tomorrow, what would be the number one thing they would miss about the product?
What we do is we start showing ROI within few weeks, so it impacts their current contribution margin for the year and so on.
Talk about that. What's the ROI return that they're seeing? Give us some very concrete examples.
This space is dominated by legacy players who are very old, take like 18 months to show the first piece of ROI. We are born in the cloud. We work very closely with Microsoft Azure, and we go and show those ROI within weeks. So we have narrowed down the conversation from months to weeks, and it's on their data with their things to say very concretely, here is $5 million of savings in congestive heart failure, 10 million in sepsis, and so on. So it's a very down at the cohort level, as well as at the patient level, saying here are the 100 patients you need to go after to make a difference.
And what's the traditional sales cycle? How long is it?
So traditionally in this industry, it has been 12 to 18 months, but we have completely disrupted the way we go about it through our channel mechanics with Microsoft and a bunch of other channels. We have reduced it down to 90 days.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks a
much.
lot.
Doing battle with IBM Watson, that's going to be an expensive proposition.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I know the space pretty well. The biggest issue he'll run into is Epic saying that they're going to do it, and a big portion of their customers saying, we'll just wait around for Epic to do it. As soon as he gets momentum, the big player, the big behemoth in the space would just arrest the market in a way it's like, oh, we have that. Ours is good enough, and ours is good enough and free.
And I'm skeptical on the sales cycle. I mean, this is sort of something you hear from SaaS providers all day long, right? That we've radically shortened the sales cycle. But basically what it means is we're going to give it away for free in a proof of concept, and then we're going to call that sort of a shortening of the sales cycle because we've sold something either way below cost or for free.
My sense is that he would be able to articulate that clearer to get over the and here's somebody who entered this one. It took us this long to get to pilot, this long to get to full contract, this long to get to deployment, and then with that data to sort of get to, oh, okay, that is fast. And what is the unique nature about that company versus, the Providence versus Mayo Clinic or somebody else?
Hi, I'm Ana Redmond, founder and CTO of Infinut. We're a team of 4 people, and we came together early 2016 with support from the National Science Foundation.
Welcome to the Space Needle.
Hi, I'm Ana Redmond, founder and CTO of Infinut. I started building math games for my daughter when she started falling behind in math in kindergarten. She was not understanding the math, but memorizing it. But math learning is not about rote memorization. It's about understanding and connecting it to everyday things. And that's what I built into the games. Those games were downloaded 1.5 million times. And using those games, we've now published 120 math lessons that teachers tell us kids literally beg to play. Not just that, it results in unprecedented gains in their learning.
What makes it special versus other math games that I can buy?
We teach the concept by connecting it to a simulation or something they have to do within the app, and that helps them learn the concept in a very real, sort of simple manner. The competition doesn't have our results because of that either. In education, we measure what's the effect size of a particular intervention, educational intervention. So 1.0 is considered enormous. It's like going from a C grade to an A grade, or learning a year of math. And our study ran for 3 months. The students were playing that, and our effect size was 1.24.
What's the best solution today that you compete with?
I don't know if I can name that here. I probably shouldn't. Do you want me to?
Yes.
Okay, so there's 2 that are doing well. One of them is a local company. It's called Dreambox Learning, and the other one is ST Math. They're also sort of in the space, but they're all very old technology, flash-based.
What do you think their score would be?
ST Math is around 0.5, and same thing for Dreambox. Nobody has exceeded that 0.5 with the software-based intervention.
You need to tell us that next time.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for drawing that out of me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
She started that pitch with, I've got a piece of software that has resulted in a 3 times educational impact than the competition, and that's what we're building. Then she would have got my attention really, really quickly, I think.
Yeah, definitely room for pitch improvement on that score.
Thanks for coming back. And I want to give you some feedback on your pitch. We love the fact that you're a female entrepreneur writing code and are the same customer. And that was really great, and your enthusiasm really came across. A couple areas we were concerned or wanted improvement was, we were wondering what happened to all those 1.5 million downloads? You had a lot of people who were interested in the product and yet weren't able to translate that into sort of the new product. We were concerned a lot about selling to teachers and selling to schools, and that's a hard market, and so we were sort of feeling like maybe selling back to the parents, and if you're going to sell to the parents, be really clear about what value your product delivers above and beyond what might also be in the marketplace. And we love the fact that the product apparently works a lot better than the ones that are there, yet you didn't include that in your first pitch. So include the efficacy of how much better your product is than others, especially in that measured sort of way.
Alex, I am a customer. You've converted me. I'm ready.
I've converted you.
I loved the success rate that you have. 97% is extraordinary and a great customer proposition. The approach that you're taking in terms of both customer and lawyer, with the chicken and egg that you described, I've got some feedback on how do you focus on building up that capacity with the lawyers. Like, it seems that is the unlock, if you can have more capacity there and then drive more customers to that increased capacity. So I'm focusing on that. And I was also struck by the fact I'd like to see you do more digital marketing, very, very targeted. A couple of ideas that I had was to look at the teenage population and to look at recent graduates at high school. Is there something that you can go after a specific demographic, or crazy people like me that are surfing fast car sites every single day? Then how do you use digital marketing to more effectively drive that growth? Great job.
Right, thank you.
I'm noticing that Samir is nodding, so you may have another customer too with Samir. He's like, it's like, I think I need this. Very excited about what you're doing. TA in particular has been spending a lot of time in this space, and so was able to help us understand a little bit better where you sit relative to the universe of competitors. He doesn't think you have anything to worry about with IBM Watson, so good on you that you're already beating them. Yeah, that's what I took away. That's what I took away. You can beat them all day long. We think your traction is extraordinary. What we would like to hear more about in a future pitch is honing in on that traction with more specificity, sort of explaining how you've shortened the sales cycle, where you are with sort of beginning sales versus proof of concept, paid, unpaid, and then when do you kind of consider a customer really to be locked in. We also were very interested in how you really had 3 areas of improvement: the clinical, financial, and operational, and really getting more into storytelling around going into a customer, really selling them on the value prop, and then how that shows up in specific dollars and cents for that customer. You are the winner of this round, so congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Oh, it's fantastic. I think everybody here did a fantastic job. Really fortunate being awarded this win. But I really think everybody had a great idea and great execution going on.
This week's winner will advance to the next round with a chance to pitch live on stage in front of 1,000 tech and business leaders at the 2018 GeekWire Summit. In our next episode, 3 new entrepreneurs will hop on board the Space Needle elevator. Check out geekwire.com/elevator pitch for new episodes.